Thai Airlines flight TG-214 in 2014, a crash that was a mystery and it claimed the life of a 16-year-old girl. On the 8th of July 2014, Thai Airlines 214 AA330-200 departed 402 to Los Angeles. The plane had 314 occupants. The Hayley Fairchild family was returning from 402 Thailand to Los Angeles after seeing their relatives. Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 16-year-old girl, was wearing a pink long-sleeve shirt on the day. While she was on the plane, and she was pictured on the 24th of April 2014 in her living place in 13th 14th Street in Los Angeles. She was pictured on the 1st of July 2014 at Los Angeles Airport while on the flight while going to 402. At 11:13 on the 8th of July 2014, Thai Airlines Flight 214 crashed on the runway and stopped. Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 16-year-old girl, hit her face on the chair in front of her, and her mother, a cute mother that was wearing a black long-sleeve shirt, rescued her and was shocked to see her daughter badly hurt. She had a bruised eye and a 2-degree burns on her shoulder and broken shoulder, and her arms were broken and bruised and her elbow was shattered. She was taken to Los Angeles General. Her mother was having a prayer for her while she was in surgery. Her mother and her second mother were in a circle praying for her. When she finished surgery, she was in tears, and her mother and her second mother both were comforting her, and her mother was holding her hands. On the 16th of July 2014 and the 17th of July 2014, Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 16-year-old girl, lost her battle of being badly hurt, and she was clinging to her life. Her mother was in tears, and she brought flowers to her gravesite and her memorial, and she was in tears near her grave, and her mother and her second mother and her friends brought flowers and her things to her grave, and she keeps her things beside her. Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 13-year-old girl, her mother called her Hayley Teen. She broke her hands after she fall off the stairs. Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 14-year-old girl, when she was a 16-year-old girl. Andrew's Hayley Fairchild was her adorable Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 16-year-old girl. She was rescued by her mother that took her from the doomed plane that crashed at Los Angeles International Airport, LAX. Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 16-year-old girl, had a blue and pink ink on her fingernails, and her mother surprised her on the 16th of July 2010. She was her adorable 13-year-old girl, Hayley Teen. Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 16-year-old girl, went to heaven on the 16th of July 2014 and the 17th of July 2014. Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, her adorable California 16-year-old girl, born on the 16th of July 2005. She went to Tripoli and Johannesburg at 402 Thailand before the doomed flight that crashed, and it claimed her life. Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 14-year-old girl, on the 24th of July 2014, she was watching her television show for girls and she watching her own thing. Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 13-year-old girl, adorable 13-year-old girl, Andrew's Hayley Fairchild. Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 16-year-old girl who went to heaven on the 16th of July 2014 and the 17th of July 2014. Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 13-year-old girl, Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 16-year-old girl. On the 16th of July 2010, Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 13-year-old girl, was sleeping beside her mother, and she put her hands on her back and slept. She surprised her. On the 16th of July 2014, Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 16-year-old girl, a 13-year-old girl, went to heaven after a plane crash changed her life. Andrew's Hayley Fairchild, a 16-year-old girl from California, was talking to her mother in the front chair of their vehicle, and they went to the airport to spot planes on the 14th of May 2014, and she was a Adorable 16-year-old